Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakadash. Bible!
Honors to the elders. Shalom.
Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekar Kadash, giving double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessed by pushing the truth and sincerity. Alright, I'm doing this video on the characteristics of a humble man. Alright. So first off, you got to know humble means to be brought lowly or lowly mind state, right? All right, well, this is James 4:10. It say, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, that he shall lift you up. James 4:10. All right, so when you humble yourselves, you want to be lowly. See, Moses was a humble man. Although he was the prince of Egypt, he didn't look down on nobody. He actually hopped in the field with us. Literally, like, he'd rather be with the Israelites that were slaves than to be amongst the Egyptians who was ruling, it was, Moses, he was a humble man. That's a humble act. So obviously you're not going to be no Egyptian prince and you want to come be with your people in this day and age because we're not under the Egyptian slavery. But you want to find your humble act so that the Most High can bring you up. All right. But you want to keep the humble mindset. You don't want to be brought up to power and then it's like, all right, I ain't got to be humble. No, you want to be a humble man end to end, beginning to end, and all the way around. You want to be a humble man in and out. You want to be so humble that a humble man not going to tell you he humble. Nobody's going to walk up to you and be like, hi, I'm pretty humble. Because it's not a humble thing to say. A humble man is not a show off. All right. A humble man is he doesn't have that mindset of I'm that guy, A humble man, you're going to know him when you see him because he's going to be considerate of others. He's going to be always looking to help. Right. And he going to understand. A humble man might have $1 million and you might have 5. And he gonna look at you as his equal, right? This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 3. It say, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh of great price. So the Lord don't care about your outward appearance. You could have the nicest clothes, you could have the most expensive possessions, but if the inward man not right, what is your purpose? I'd rather be homeless, meek, and humble than rich, prideful, and wicked. Because you could be rich and still have problems. Actually, they say the more money, the more problems. So, that's what comes with it. All right, but when you, I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with being rich, but it is harder to be rich, in this society, in this world, But like I was saying, I'd rather be that lowly man. That's what brothers we practicing day in, day out, to be these characteristics of the Lord. These characteristics of a man of the Lord. We practice these day in, day out because you have to keep a constant note in your head, like, hey, is that what a humble man would do? Is that what a righteous man would do? Or is that what a wicked man would do? I'm not saying walk into no Christian church and pass out alms because they're wicked. You would be indulging in wickedness because they're not giving praise to the Most High. All right. So everything just that's the thing. Being nice and being humble are not the same thing. You know, being nice is a nice person can be he gonna be nice to everybody. And the scriptures don't it doesn't say you have to do that. Right? But a humble man, he gonna understand certain situations like, hey, you might see somebody homeless on the street, you know, you might be like, damn, let me just give him $1. You know, that's a humble act because you in the predicament to help him. Right? That's the difference. A humble man, he sincerely feels it. Someone who's nice, they just that's all they know. So that's all they gonna do is, you know, they could be the wickedest nigga who gonna continue to do wickedness today, tomorrow. Probably then shot a bunch of kids on accident, get into shootouts with other niggas. A nice person gonna go well. He's like everybody else. You know, but a humble man gonna be like, that nigga right there, that's between him and the Most High. Right? But a humble man gonna still understand, hey, he might, you know, wake up to this truth. You know, Paul was like that. See, a humble man, he gonna have that understanding on the inside. Like, hey, that nigga right there is crazy, but I was there too once upon a time. You know, because we was in the world. All of us is in the world at once upon a time. You know. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. Put on, therefore, as the elect of Yahweh, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. All right, so you want to put on these attributes. You want to put on these characteristics. You want to be showing kindness, humbleness, meekness, mercies. You know, scriptures say, you know, scriptures roughly paraphrase, they talk about how you can't receive mercy if you don't give mercy. It's been plenty of times where I've had power over people and I could have, you know, did this or I could have did that, but I was like, nah, because one day around, I'm going to be in that position and I'm going to want someone to show mercy to me. You know, I'm going to want the Most High to show mercy to me on the day of judgment. You know, when them missiles get to cracking, you know, I'm going to want the Most High to show mercy to me when it's a food shortage and ain't no more stores and I don't know where to go. I'm going to want him to show mercy on me, right? So I'm going to show mercy now. You know, like I said, there's been plenty of times where I've been on a higher level than someone and I could have just looked down on them and I could just say what I want. I could have, you know, I could just pretty much have my way, right? But when you want to be a humble man, you look at that situation differently. You look at it as, well, let me see what I could do to help. And even right now, I'm thinking of things that I could do that's more humble. Like, it's just certain things that come to mind and you got to remember them when it's time, when it's time to show them. This is Proverbs 29 and 23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. Right? A man, see, pride is gonna destroy you. Pride, you feel like you on top because you got pride, but really you're gonna crash down. That's what pride does. You feel like you up, but you really falling down. All right, but with humbleness, you know, you have that low mind state. But the Most High, he's bringing you up because you understand you understand your role. You understand what it feels like to be lowly, right? That's the whole purpose. You know, the Most High, someone who feel like they that guy and that they on top, he's not fit to be on top because he's not going to do it the right way. You know, you ever see these CEOs of these companies, they feel like they that guy. And now, you know, they're probably making $1,000 a second compared to the actual people putting in manual labor who's probably making like $9 an hour. You know, that's not right, bro. You're not paying them enough. I understand that you, like, of course you made the company, you put in the hard work in the beginning, so you deserve to be, you know, on top, you know, so to get like a higher pay. But look at how they run these companies in this society. They don't give the bottom workers nothing. And those are the hardest workers. That's wicked. You know, you don't want to be prideful. Hey, if you don't get nothing out of this, be humble Stay away from pridefulness. All right. And with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakar Kadash, giving double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings of us pushing this truth and sincerity and abide above.